Gordon, we're all very concerned about the Earth's carbon cycle being out of sync, i.e. through climate change, excessive production of carbon dioxide. But a lot of people aren't aware of the fact that our nitrogen cycle is also in a very, very parlous state. We're desperately worried.
It's in a really parlous state, and what we're seeing, particularly in terms of plants in the UK, is they're really struggling because of nitrogen pollution. Nitrogen is fertilisers, ammonia as well, and then pollution through transport in particular, and the nitrogen that we're getting kind of coming through rain and kind of coming up into the mountains and the forests that way as well. That's one of the things that Plantlife have been really focusing on, and particularly rare plants are really struggling because the nitrogen deposition means that the nutrient levels in the soil go up. Then you lose all the interesting rare plants, the more delicate plants. You just end up with lots of bramble, lots of nettles. So you can see the effects of it everywhere, really. It's really insidious. All the way from places like this, all the way up to the top of the mountains, places like Ben Lawers, where you were this morning, where you wouldn't necessarily think nitrogen pollution is a particularly big issue, but gets all the way up there, and it's starting to enrich the soils, and we're really losing some of the diversity.
So what can we do in the short term? We cut back on the amount of nitrogenous fertilisers in the first place.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
We've got to start campaigning for, firstly, an awareness, because most people aren't aware of the seriousness of this issue, which Plantlife I've been involved in for some time, as you say. But then we need to send a clear message to our farmers and our, and those that decide farming policy, don't we?
Yeah, we do. That's the crucial thing to do. So Plantlife have launched a report called "We Need to Talk About Nitrogen." We've launched that in Wales recently. We're going to be launching it in England and Scotland as well, and really trying to raise the profile of this problem across the country. Then once we've got it on people's agenda, then we can start talking about solutions. And yeah, I think the solutions need to be at the policy level. There's only so much that individual farmers can do. We can look at doing individual things with individual farmers, but really it has to be up there at the policy level that we're really going to make the difference.
This is where we need to exercise our democratic right by using social media, typing to our MPs, writing to those who decide farming policy. So our power here is in the keyboard and the pen, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. Yeah, and the more people who can get behind these messages, the better. So it's about, from our point of view, raising the profile of the fact that there is a problem, and then people actually communicating that, and the fact that they care about it is really important to us.
Okay, so we need to think about nitrogen coming to Scotland and England soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
okay, we'll stay tuned for that. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.